Good, and you?
Good, thank you. Are you staying cool in this weather?
Trying. It's been really hot out, and then when I drive, it's kind of hard to stay cool because my passenger window doesn't go down, so I have no air ventilation.
No AC?
Yeah, but it doesn't blow cold, so.
It's just warm air. I used to have a car like that in college.
What did you drive?
It was a Mustang, and it was a driver window that wouldn't go down. Yeah, it was a real struggle when you wanted to go to drive-thrus.
Open the door.
No, well, I would mentally be going in my head on my way over there, and then realize that I couldn't order because you couldn't roll down the window. So it became a habit, which was good. I stopped eating, junk food, but it was a struggle. Like how you guys say, the struggle was real at that time. So.
Did you have AC though?
Yeah, I did have AC, so luckily, but I couldn't eat fast food, which
I'd rather have AC.
Give or take. All right. Well, before we get started, I just want to remind you about the limits of confidentiality. So anything you say stays between us unless you plan on hurting yourself, someone else, or if someone else is hurting you. Okay. Do you mind if I take some notes in our session?
That's fine.
Awesome. So as I mentioned at our last meeting, I am here to help you. A quick recap of our last meeting was we discussed your online class in depth. We discussed that you were feeling slightly overwhelmed about your class. And then we also discussed about your writing skills and how that was making you feel. And we agreed on some goals. Can you tell me what those goals were?
It was more for like homework, the goal, but it was to cite and use a vocabulary word in the discussion.
Okay.
And so I tried it and it worked out.
Right. So you were able to accomplish your goal?
Yeah, definitely. I had to. I kind of approached homework differently this time. I usually watch the videos or do the reading before, but this time I read the question first and then kind of got an idea. So that, and it did save a lot of time because I realized that I didn't have to watch or read everything. And so I read the question first, and then I was able to, like, as I was reading, be like, oh, okay, well, I could use this sentence, as a citation or vocabulary word in the answer.
Good. Can you describe how that made you feel?
It made me feel good. It made me feel that if I really put my mind to it, I could do it if I really want to. Not to give up either, But ultimately, it made me feel good that I had all my homework. That was probably the only class where I did not miss a single homework assignment. So yeah, it made me feel really, really good.
What else did you do to accomplish your goal?
Stop going on my phone and stop going on Twitter on the computer, and just simply focus. And I started using the earphones when I was watching the videos, because you have no choice but to listen to what's in your ears.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was the main thing.
Good.
Yeah, but now I want to go see. Excuse me. I want to go see how many classes I needed to finish up my, to graduate and all that stuff. And I came to realize that I need 10 more classes, and it kind of stressing me out because everyone's graduating. My girlfriend's gonna graduate already. She only needs one more class to take, and I'm here still, 10 more classes to take. It's just kind of frustrating, that I want to finish already, and it's kind of not going my way type of thing.
Okay. Did you and your girlfriend start at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
But I switched majors, so I see that is a thing. But either way, it's still stressful.
So what would you say you would want to be doing now?
As in, what do you mean? As in doing now?
As in,
where would I want to be?
Yes.
If everything, graduating more than anything. I mean, or at least like, hey, you only need 3 more classes or a semester, but the way it is like 3 more semesters or so, and then I still gotta wait for June to come around so I could walk the line with everybody.
Mm-hmm. Why is this important to you?
Just because I'm first generation, college student. My sister graduated college already, and I don't know. I just want to make my parents proud, and then, having a degree gets you paid more, and I'm tired of making no money, and I want to move on more with my life and I'm tired of going to BC.
Okay. How did you feel when you found out that you were missing 10 courses?
At first I was bummed. I was pretty upset for the fact that I thought I had less to do, so it's like, in your mind you're over here thinking, and especially when everyone's telling you, oh, I'm graduating, and you're like, oh, well, this guy's graduating, I should be graduating too, and then hearing that's like, oh, you're so close, but not close enough. So yeah, it made me get a little bummed out.
Okay. What are your reasons for saying that you were bummed out? I mean, you did switch majors, right? So that was what was your original major at first?
Business.
Okay.
And that didn't go so well. I don't know what I went into thinking that, because I'm not good at math, so I don't know what I even went into thinking that I was gonna do business, not be good at math. Like the first course, like I got like a C- on it. So that's when I knew, like, business isn't gonna be for me. But I don't know. I'm just stressing out more than anything. I'm getting frustrated, and I feel like I said, it's just I want to finish. I want to move on with my career, and I just, not that I'm getting older, I just see my parents getting older, and I know they want to retire soon, and I feel like I'm kind of the one holding them back.
Okay.
So that's like my main thing.
Okay. So you're worried that you're running out of time?
In a sense,
you're not going anywhere?
I feel like I've just been there. I feel like I graduated high school and everyone's like, doing their own thing, and I'm just exactly where I am when I graduated.
Okay. Why does this worry you?
I don't know. I'm scared, I guess, for the future, that I don't want to be a bum that's 40 years old living at home, with my parents. And I don't know. I see how successful my dad is, and he didn't have education. And then it's like, well, I could get an education, how come I can't be successful too? And I feel like that's what stresses me out, that I want to be better than my dad, not in a bad way, obviously, but I see that, I feel like it's just, I'm losing time.
Okay. What would you want to be able to do instead of feeling stressed?
Hurry up and graduate. Probably just, face the fact that I need 10 more courses. There's not much I can do about it. I can mope and complain all I want, but that's not gonna get me units. I guess I could take more classes, because I've only been taking like 2 or 3. I could do 4 classes, knock it out as fast as I can, and actually commit more to school.
Okay. Those are excellent goals. What we can do today is figure out a way to help you. So if you were not worried about the time and what everybody else is saying, what would you tell yourself? Or what everybody else is doing, what would you tell yourself?
Take my time. Take my time, because I feel like if I try to rush through it also, like, that's why I'm scared of taking so many classes. Because I did it my first semester, and it didn't end so well, I got low grades.
Okay.
And I feel like that, just take your time. As long as, you get it done, you get a good outcome of it, I think it's fine no matter how long it takes. So, because I feel like even if I take my time now, and let's say I rush through it and I fail, or, have to retake the class, I feel like it's going to end up taking the same amount of time. If that makes sense.
Yes. So you feel that taking it slow but making sure that you're getting A's is more important than trying to get it all done as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then stressing out too, and then since I have anxiety, I feel like that adds on top of it, like makes things worse sometimes. Like, since I started the summer class, like, I've had a bit of anxiety, just stressing out, trying to get everything done and stuff.
Okay. So what would you want to do if you didn't have the anxiety?
Same thing. Still take it calm. I mean, why rush? I mean, if I didn't have any worry, it's like, why rush? It's just get it done, learn. Because I feel like when you take too many classes, at least for me, I really don't learn. Because well, you're here, and I feel like it just turns into, let's get the grade in. Let's do the homework. Forget about learning. So that's, just take it easy and take my time and just try my best.
All right. So I want to go ahead and try something. All right. So it's going to be a hypothetical question. So let's say hypothetically, imagine that tonight while you're sleeping, a miracle happens. And when you wake up, your anxiety and your feeling worry is gone. It's been resolved. What is the first small thing that tells you that this miracle has occurred?
Anxiety wise, when I wake up, my first thought wouldn't be about having to go to work. I feel, because that's one thing that for some reason still triggers my anxiety till this day. So I think that would be the first thing. You know, if I wake up and let's say I think about work and I don't, start feeling anxious or weird. So that would be one sign. Another about worrying. I guess I would just wake up like when you wake up on a Saturday and you don't have to go to school or to work. And you look over at the clock and you're like, oh well, I could keep sleeping. So I feel, something like that. Just wake up, no worries. Just live the moment, not like worry about like, oh, I gotta hurry up because I gotta get to class, or I need to hurry up because I gotta get to work. So you gotta just relax more.
And if you apply the same question to the 10 courses that you need,
what would I do to get over that worry?
how would you know? What would be the first indication that that worry
is gone?
Is gone
for those 10 courses.
Yes.
I feel like once I get started and having my family support me, I feel like would get calm me down a lot. And then just having somebody tell you like, oh, you could do it, you're almost done. Excuse me. Like yesterday, I told my mom, and then she's like, oh, you had way more to go, 10 classes, you could finish it quick. So I feel like having support would, worry me less and like help with that. But other than that,
what would you be doing?
What do you mean?
What would you be doing if your 10 courses were gone?
Oh, like as if I didn't have to take them anymore? Oh, I don't know. I've never thought about that. Working, probably be working full time if I didn't go to, or as in like if I graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get into Kalu or Channel Islands, I'd be doing that. Trying to continue my school. Obviously, moving on to the next step, and maybe looking at the academy. Join maybe the academy if it was available.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Never really thought about like if I didn't. I don't know.
So those actually sound like some great goals. I mean, going to a university after graduation. Have you looked into that?
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, I have, but I haven't. I just know the requirements and all that, but I haven't, like, I know a lot of people read up on this campus, or like the professors and, who's a good professor teaching, whatever subject you're in. But other than that, no, I just know what I need, the GPA I need, and that's about it. But I mean, maybe I should be doing that. It might inspire me to, hurry up with those 10 courses and, keep my head up high and just know that once I knock them out, the school's still going to be there. It's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So just maybe that could be the light to my, to my dark tunnel. I mean, I'm more than halfway done, so I think either way, and I think 10 courses isn't a long time. I think I should honestly be looking, what's going on with school and all that. because I'm sure 3 semesters is gonna fly by like that. So yeah, I think I should be looking at schools or even the academy, like trying to read up on it. Where the closest one is, the requirements. Because I know there's requirements. The requirements specifically, I don't know what they are. I know you get paid. The pay I don't know. And I think I should look into that as well. Yeah.
Well, also, I think that's an excellent goals for you to have, going to a university and going into the academy. It sounds like that's what you're really passionate about, which is awesome to hear. It really sounds like you have a good direction, in a sense of a direction where you want to be headed. Do you have schools that you're considering?
Academy wise, no, because like I said, I don't know. For academy, it would just be something close to home, because I am close to my family, and I know I'm gonna spend. You gotta live there. You gotta do. I think you only get like weekends off. And I'm not gonna come back every weekend from Sacramento. There's like no point. So the closest one, like obviously the better one. And school. I want to stay close to home as well. So the schools I'm looking at are China Island University and Kalu. But I know Kalu is a bit more hard to get into, so that's why I'm kind of like, okay, well, these 10 courses are going to give me a chance to get my GPA higher as well. So that might help benefit me at the end of the day as well.
Is there something that you can do to prepare you for that more?
For going to college?
Going to university or the academy?
Academy, lose weight, work out. I've had a few professors tell me to join the cadets, but I don't know how I feel about that. It's no pay, and it takes up a lot of time, and everybody wants money. School, to bring up GPA, just focus more, I guess. Do homework and do all my assignments. Not be embarrassed to ask questions, because at first I was like kind of embarrassed to ask questions and stuff. Even to classmates, I was a little embarrassed. But now, like with this class that I took, I would ask everybody, for help. I didn't care. Just yesterday, I saw some girl that I knew at Coldstone, which was kind of weird. I'm kind of that guy that just recognizes everybody from school, even though I've never had a conversation with you, and I've always felt that I'm weird that way. I even told my girlfriend, I was like, I have this girl for a class. She's like, oh, what's her name? And I was like, well, I don't know, I've never talked to her. And she was like, well, that's weird. And I just asked her, I was like, hey, did you do the homework? And she said, no, I'm still working, I'm gonna do it after. And she's just like, oh, if you need help, this and that, and she gave me her Instagram. So I was like, okay. So
is there something that you could do in regards to obtaining more research, or for the university that you're looking into, or even the academy, for you to prepare?
As in, like, I could go see counselors more. Go to the school. Which I heard you could go to the school and talk to a counselor there, and they could tell you what you need. It's not a recruiting officer, I know, for the academy. I guess I could go to the local police station, talk there, and like all my professors say, why not try to get a job in the police station? Even if it's just a file clerk, you got your foot in the door, so that's already gonna help you out. So yeah, I guess I could get more involved in what I'm trying to become.
Okay. Is this a good goal that you could accomplish?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, it's not that I can do it. I just feel like it's more being lazy, So yeah, it could definitely be something that I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How would you start with the academy section of it? You mentioned that you just know about the academy, but don't know which one.
I don't know, maybe when I see a cop, I've had multiple conversations with officers, I just ask them random weird questions sometimes. I guess I could say, talk to them and be like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm trying to, be an officer, I want to be a peace officer, what academy did you go to, have a conversation, or maybe you can go on a ride along. and have a full day and interrogate.
Okay. Do you feel that any of these goals you could accomplish in the next week?
Uh, maybe I could get a ride along from here on out. Because when I worked at Starbucks, every time the cops would pass by, when I would work drive-through, I would talk to them, and I still have the number of this female officer that told me that whenever I wanted, just give her a call, and she said it'd take like 2 days to do everything, because you need to run a background check, make sure you're not a lunatic, trying to set them up or anything. So yeah, I guess I could do that.
Okay.
And about the school, I guess I could go see a counselor, or even just go look around the campus. I'm sure find some brochures or something about what the life is like there.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like excellent goals. It sounds a great start to get to your ultimate step, which is getting into a university after your 10 courses are over, and then going to the academy. And that sounds something doable that you are able to do. So great. Do you have any questions for me?
No, not off the top of my head that I can think of. But if I do, I will let you know.
Okay, awesome. Well, like I mentioned, those are great. Those are definitely great goals. You really are pushing yourself, and you know that you have the 10 courses and you're willing to get them done in 3 semesters, like you mentioned. So that is excellent, and that's a great progress. Don't worry, it took me a while to graduate as well, and it could get a little frustrating at times, but ultimately, if you're planning to get into a school like CalLU, where GPA is important, it's also important to be able to pass your classes, and like you mentioned, instead of pressuring and getting them done and then not passing them and having to repeat them, it's going to be the same amount of time. So that's good, and you have good goals, so it sounds great. So how about next week? By next week, you visit a campus of your choice, one campus, and maybe you reach out to the police officer and you make an appointment.
Okay. Yeah, sounds doable.
Alright, awesome. Okay, well, it was great seeing you, Jose, and I'll see you next week.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.